Hi, everybody. Joe Cioffi here with Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes, brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. 631-756-1125 is the phone number, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. Tempest by WeatherFlow. Get the revolutionary Tempest weather system. Join the fastest growing observing weather network on the planet. The link is on the descriptor to this video, and if you make any purchases, use the coupon code Joe and Joe Weather Show. You will get 10% off. The smoke is nothing short of awful. I really don't know what other word to use to describe this. This is the worst that it has been in this sequence of events that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. And that gray area that you see, okay, the map is updating now. So the gray, this is all where we have air quality alerts. And the numbers on the screen indicate the visibilities, which in many areas, particularly around New York City, where we actually even have visibilities as low as 3/4 of a mile. That's really incredible considering this isn't fog, this is smoke. And it's caused ground delays at the airports, stoppages at some of the major airports in and around New York City. Looking a little bit further to the south in New Jersey, here too, we have some areas where visibility is down under a mile, 9/10 of a mile in a local station on the Delaware New Jersey border. Most visibilities are running between 1 and 4 miles. And also, as we move northward, now the place to go, I mean, in terms of where the visibility is higher, is in eastern New England, where we're seeing a lot of areas with 9 and 10 miles. Even though there are air quality alerts in here, there are some gaps in the plume of smoke. Here's the northeast satellite view, and you see the clouds are rotating on the backside of a storm that has been just basically in a quasi-stationary position over Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. It continues to rotate around. We're getting a northerly to northwest flow, and the milky, we've been seeing these milky whitish areas that have indicated the smoke. This is a thick area because it's showing up as gray, and it is moving northwest to southeast. Now there are some gaps here in the central Great Lakes. It's hard to see it's hard to figure out whether once this plume plays through that maybe we'll catch a bit of a break. Uh, Perhaps that might occur sometime tonight, but at least for the rest of this afternoon and this evening, it is not good with regards to the visibilities that we have out there. I do want to show you there is another loop here that I can bring up. It's a dust loop, and it picks up on the particles in the atmosphere. And here in the orange are the high clouds with the storm in New Brunswick, but you can sort of make out a purplish gray across southern New York, northern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, the Hudson Valley, and over Long Island and into southern New England. It gets a little more broken up as you go further south into southern Pennsylvania to Delaware and Maryland. There are some patches where visibility is a big problem, and then there are other areas where it is not. I spoke to my colleague Joe Rayo a little while ago, who told in Putnam Valley in the Hudson Valley, and he's got the lights on. It's there's no sunlight at all. It's dark, or it's almost dark outside. Now, as far as any consequences today with respect to precipitation, we do see showers across Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont. There's actually a band from north central New York southeastward into Massachusetts. Now, a lot of what's on the southern end of this is aloft, and the rest of it is just very, very light. We don't have any thunderstorms to worry about today. There are some showers across northern North Carolina, back through northern Tennessee, southern Kentucky, and those continue into parts of southern Illinois and Indiana. Some scattered cells in the southeast and a few areas where we're seeing some isolated severe thunderstorms. And the Storm Prediction Center for today, you can see there's no thunderstorms at all being indicated in the Northeast and Northern Mid-Atlantic. Southern Mid-Atlantic on south, you got a marginal risk in parts of coastal North Carolina into South Carolina, the eastern half of the state of Florida, and also West Texas, eastern New Mexico, a sliver up into the eastern Dakotas, and then in parts of the Pacific Northwest. Now, tomorrow, we've got another upper trough that's going to be dropping southward from upstate New York, so SPC does have an area of general thunderstorms. So I think tomorrow could wind up looking like today, like yesterday, when we had some scattered showers and thunderstorms running around during the afternoon and in the evening hours. As far as rainfall is concerned, we are seeing WPC in the northeast and mid-Atlantic states showing 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half. The bulk of this is going to probably come on Monday or Sunday night and Monday when we have the next cold front that will be coming along. And that's going to be important because at least it's telling us that this storm that is sitting over Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, is going to finally get out of the way. The problem is it's going to still be there at least through Friday and then start to slowly slide eastward on Saturday. So the rest of today, obviously, we've got the smoke issue and into tonight. Tomorrow we have an upper trough, so we'll watch for the possibility that there could be a scattered shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening. Again on Friday, might be more numerous on Friday because you got another shortwave trough will be moving through with the chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the northeast down into the Appalachians. And then on Saturday, we're still seeing part of that system hanging about in the east. So again, maybe some scattered activity around on Saturday. Sunday, we'll get into a southwest flow. At this point, the storm system is out and gone. Traffic is moving again in the atmosphere. There's a cold front that's up in the Great Lakes. We'll have a southwest wind both at the surface and aloft. I think that should get rid of most of the smokiness. And we'll see temperatures back into the 80s on Sunday before another cold front. And this is the cold front that finally approaches with some showers and thunderstorms Monday afternoon, Monday night into early Tuesday, and that is what WPC is telling us with regards to the rainfall amounts of 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. If that winds up being the case, we'll have to evaluate whether this will be a situation where there might be some isolated severe thunderstorms when that particular weather front comes on through. We will talk all about this and much more tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time. So don't miss it. 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time on my YouTube channel.